You know, self-isolation can be difficult. I mean, how are you supposed to kill all that time while you're stuck in the house?
Can make a video.
Well, you could always tidy your room.
Less of your shite, Mum.
You could make a song.
She sells seashells on the seashore. Her mom, she has so many for she starts.
You could simp an e-girl.
Simp an e-girl? I'm much too busy drinking my soy milk, thank you.
You could make a TikTok.
One step ahead of you.
You could always just fuck off.
And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. A little boy blue and the man on the moon.
This better not be for YouTube. And please tell me you're not recommending films for people to watch.
Yes, that's right, I'm going to recommend some films for you to watch while under quarantine. I'm fully stealing this idea from the YouTuber Hello Greedo, and just like him, I'm not going to recommend any epidemic-based films like Contagion or 28 Days Later. I'm just going to recommend some films that I've just touched my face. I'm just going to recommend some films that I think you should watch and that you can watch because you literally can't do anything else. Interstellar. The world is dying and mankind needs to find a new place to call home because the one it's on is doomed and the population is struggling to survive. But anyway, Interstellar is a film about a former NASA pilot who leaves Earth to enter a wormhole to a distant galaxy to find a new home for mankind. I have yet to watch this film a single time without being brought to the brink of tears. Cooper's relationship with his daughter is simultaneously heartwarming and heartbreaking. According to the dozen or so people that I asked before making this video, this is the most watched film on this list, but that is no less of a reason for any of you to watch it. Not to mention the soundtrack alone is worth the watch.
There is a moment.
It is nuts.
Django Unchained. Django is a recently freed slave who partners with German bounty hunter Dr. King Schultz to free his still enslaved wife. It's everything great about a Tarantino movie, but in a western. There's great writing and dialogue, there's fantastic acting and the chemistry between the actors, a phenomenal soundtrack, and the overall plot is just exciting and fun to watch. And sweet Jesus, that's a really fun shootout at the end. Snatch. I'm straight up ashamed of anyone who hasn't seen this film yet. On the one hand, you have the likes of Vinnie Jones, Benicio del Toro, Robbie G and Lenny James vying for a stolen diamond the size of a child's fist, and on the other hand, you have Jason Statham, Stephen Graham and Brad Pitt being bullied around by Alan Ford. Now watch this. Snatch. This film is gritty and hilarious and action-packed, and Brad Pitt being a gypsy, just go watch it.
Now, we are fucked.
A Few Good Men. Tom Cruise plays Lieutenant Daniel Caffey, a kinda lackadaisical lawyer who's never even set foot in a courtroom, and he's really up against the odds as he tries to defend the accused Marines. The real heart of this film comes in Caffey's transformation from the laid-back, take-the-easy route chancer to a full-blown lawyer, upholding and even surpassing his father's legacy. Not to mention Jack Nicholson delivers one of the most iconic movie lines of all time.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Die Hard. 3. Die Hard is amazing, one of the most iconic action movies of all time. Die Hard 2, Die Harder, is also good, maybe a little less entertaining. Die Hard 3 is just straight up ridiculously fun. Detective John McClane gains an unwilling sidekick in the form of Samuel L. Jackson. They run around the city trying to defuse bombs by answering riddles set by a man they only know as Simon. But it's all a cover-up for a massive heist of gold worth
$140 billion.
Also, there's plenty more twists and turns along the way, which helps make this one of my favourite action films ever.
You guys play lottery? No? My wife buys me 2 tickets every week. For the last 10 years, plays the same 2 numbers all the time. I say, hey, why don't you play a different number? She goes, well, those are my lucky numbers. I got the tickets right here.
Put that fucking gun down! Put the fucking gun down now!
So there you have it. That should hopefully keep you all a little bit entertained during your self-isolation. Unfortunately, Snatch is the only film on this list that's on Netflix in the UK, but I'm sure that won't stop some of you yo-ho-ho pirate bastards. In the meantime, wash your hands, stay indoors, and enjoy quarantine. Wash your hands, stay indoors,